Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we have some crazy news to go cover when it comes to the PlayStation 6 and the PlayStation 6 handheld, the expected dates, more release specs, and just a lot of crazy news when it comes to it. Now, as you guys know, we've had a crazy week when it comes to Xbox, and thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart for, number one, just always checking out the videos and watching whatever I post, but as well just, I don't know, I've had a lot of really good vibes, both on this channel and the second channel. If you guys are not subscribed to the second channel, we've been doing a bunch of YouTuber, Twitch drama. I was doing VTuber stuff. I was doing stuff on Hassan, everything. If you guys want to just see more extra bonus stuff and see some gossip, feel free to go check it out and subscribe down below. Or as well, we have the Twitters and all that good stuff too. And as well, we also have a giveaway maybe coming up very soon as well. So keep that also in mind. So just a lot of cool stuff coming. But when it comes to this, we had a lot of Xbox news throughout this week, and we even saw the Xbox Magnus actually go and get leaked. Now, we may have a video on it throughout this weekend, so definitely stay tuned for that. It's a little bit more in-depth on the specs and all of that, but right now the PlayStation didn't want to be left alone. Where Mark Cerny actually had some pretty cool news. We uploaded that video last night, so if you guys missed it, go check it out. And just based a lot of cool news for the PS6. That was a longer intro, sorry. Anyway, the usual comment down below. Let's discuss the PS6 because I think that's what we're all here for. So as I mentioned, we've been seeing finally more PlayStation news. There's a few more things we'll cover. Well, right now the big headline over here is that the PlayStation 6 should be, in theory, releasing in 2027. And that's the plan unless any unexpected delays will happen, according now to an AMD leaker. Now, AMD is the maker / they've been working together with both PlayStation and Xbox. So people that work at AMD, their software, their ray tracing, their AI, whatever, probably know a lot. And as we even mentioned in the video I just talked about from yesterday, there was a big conversation with Mark Cerny and big AMD higher-ups, kind of just once again solidifying their partnership, which again is crazy. I may touch on this in a separate video, but they're basically once again being like, hey, Xbox, bro, you guys got leaked by AMD? Well, here's a video with us with AMD, because we don't want to leak our stuff, buddy, bucko. So according to a well-regarded AMD leaker, which is going to go into some PlayStation 6 news in 2 minutes, Sony is planning to release the PS6 in 2027, unless any unexpected delays happen. The PS5 has been treated to an assortment of excellent games since releasing in 2020, and a lot of people have enjoyed Ghosts of Yotai so far as well. And there are more exciting console exclusives on the way, including Marvel's Wolverine in 2026, as well as third-party games such as Grand Theft Auto 6. While it feels too soon to be considering the PS6, Sony are allegedly targeting a 2027 release window. I personally do think that seems a little quick. We just had the PS5 Pro. We're still kind of even working out the kinks for that when it comes to their graphics, when it comes to everything. You know, it's not perfected yet, so it's weird to have a PS6 and get hyped up for it, but whatever. So the PS6 planned for 2027 release unless any unexpected delays happen. As spotted by the Game Post, well-regarded and accurate AMD leaker Kepler2 posted on GeoGAF that a 2027 release for the PS6 is not just on the table, it's the plan, unless any unexpected delays happen. This claim comes in wake of Sony publishing an almost 10-minute video with AMD titled From Project Amethyst to the Future of Play. Like I said, I put that on the channel last night if you guys are bored and want to check it out. Sony's video with AMD is between Mark Cerny, lead architect of the PS5 and PS5 Pro. Basically, he's just making the internals, the software, making sure it's like the guy who's basically going and drawing the little diagrams, making sure the GPU is good, the specs we're expecting, and all that. A lot of people actually hold him to very high regard. As well as AMD's Jack Hune, as SVP and GM, Computing and Graphics Group. In short, the video is discussing between the pair, focused on machine learning-based technology for graphics and gameplay, aka AI, and a shared commitment to push gaming technology forward, aka utilizing AMD software to make games run better, to encode better shadows, ray tracing, PSSR integration, all of that. But as well, also making sure that the AMD GPUs are optimized well, able to be mass produced, make 100 million of them, because that's making AMD a lot of money at a good price point and probably a custom-made chipset. It says it hints at technology for the PS6, and in the video, Mark Cerny alludes to a future console in a few years' time, PlayStation 6. Aside from the Cerny alluding to the PS6 a few times earlier in this year, in June, basically said the PS6 was on the top of their mind, and that they are committed to exploring a new and enhanced way for players to engage with our content and services. Everything else about the console is just rumors, but there are persistent claims about a handheld companion. While nothing is official, Moore's Law is dead shared the PS6 console and handheld specs reportedly from a 2023 AMD presentation to Sony. So basically an AMD leaker leaking out all this update stuff while PlayStation was just talking with AMD. So this is once again, quote unquote, we've covered a few PlayStation 6 videos on the channel. The chiplet design, with some mentions of possibly utilizing a Navi 5 desktop chiplet. Backwards compatibility to the PS5 and PS4. Great. No mention of the PS3 because the PS3 has its own specific hard to kind of reconstruct like architecture. It's always been a big issue with them. Heavy emphasis on the cost constraints and keeping power lower than PS5. That's good. Energy costs are going to keep on going up. More AI being produced through data centers. Unfortunately, probably make energy go up even more. So ideally, we have like more nuclear, other various power sources pop on up. There is a big constraint right now in the next 5 or so years that we are going to need a lot more compute, a lot more energy, and we just haven't been making enough of it. So hopefully that's something the overall government can kind of loosen up and allow more for that for progress. They also have the manufacturing, which means like they'll start making them and stockpiling them, not necessarily selling them, for around mid of 2027, with a likely fall of 2027 or early 2028 release date. I think it seems too early, in my opinion. A 160 WTBT, no idea what that means. 160 watts something, I have no idea. 8 or Zen 6 or later cores, just all around good for, I believe that's for the RAM. Great stuff. 40 to 48 RDNA 5 compute units at 3 gigahertz. Actually, that might be RAM. I think the cores is more on the CPU. My apologies. 160-bit or 192-bit bus with GDDR7. I have no idea, to be fully honest with you. I think RDNA, I should know this off the top of my head at the end of the day. Basically, I do think the GDDR7, that's the RAM. I think the RDNA 5 is the GPU, and I think the Zen 6 is the CPU. Sorry, I'm all these numbers, and I'm like, my dyslexic ass is like 40, 48, 45, 5, 7, 4, 3 gigahertz, my phone number, my social security number. Yeah, I hate numbers, but I don't know how I became a reader. Like, it's when I got called in school, I used to have bad anxiety when, like, the guy behind me was reading the book, and my next turn was, well, the mockingbird went in blah, blah, blah. I hated reading. I don't know why I'm here reading to you all, but at least thank you guys for listening, bro. I appreciate it. Anyway. Then rasterizing performance estimated to be 3x the PS6 with ray tracing uplift, basically saying we're going to make ray tracing better, and it's going to be a better overall performance on both like performance, but also energy efficient performance. And then also the PS6 handheld, which we may make some more separate videos as more leaks come out. With a monolithic 3 nanometer die, people have been able to confirm that. Backwards compatibility as well with the PS5 and PS4, which is great because, well, more games, the better. And you have a chance to play like, Spider-Man's or Classics or God of War series. 15 WTBT, still no idea. Canis includes a micro SD slot, M.2 SSD slot. That's great, yes. Haptic vibration, awesome. Dual mics and a touchscreen. So you can do like multiplayer gaming on that. That seems really cool, like really cool. I want to do more of a deep dive in the PS6 handheld because I'm in a handheld kick myself. And also, specifically, a diagram states that the USB-C port has video out. So good for streamers or YouTubers like me. That's awesome. And then they also have a 4X Zen 6C core. Manufacturing also planned for mid-2027 with likely a fall 2027 or 2028 release date as well. And 1220 RDNA 5 compute units and a 128-bit bus with LPDDR at 5X. This is basically like, the memory, RAM, all that stuff. It's decent. Not as good as the PS6 would be, but it's for a handheld pretty good. And as well, it also is somewhat lower for the rasterization performance too, at least in comparison over here. That makes sense for my handheld versus PS6. So these are the current leaks right now. Remember that the above is only leaks and rumors if nothing has been confirmed, and as well, a lot of leaks, especially from like the big like government callouts, from the Xbox and Activision lawsuits. PlayStation had to provide this information, and that also correlated with the 2027 release date. Do you guys think that's too early? I think it's a little too early, but whatever. And then as well, some people might be pushing it from 2028. It's probably gonna depend on if Xbox delays. If Xbox goes like 2026, then they might give themselves an extra 6 months to like prepare, or maybe even release it earlier to compete more. It really depends. Like it really does. So yeah, I think it still seems too early. I would almost want to make a video on that and hear your thoughts. But also I'm excited for the handheld. Like I think a proper handheld would be great. And I'm sure they'll probably want to resell things like GTA 6 on the PlayStation 6 and quadruple dip us and then sell it on PC. That game is probably going to have people buying it 3 different times. That is going to be a bonkers game. But I don't know. I feel like this life cycle has been very short. I am excited for the PlayStation 6, and I am also going to give you guys more details on the next upcoming Xbox, so please make sure you guys are subscribed for that. But yeah, these are the current leaks, current information, and as well, if you guys missed any of the videos throughout the week, check them on out, and I appreciate you all so much for watching in the first place.